Hi everyone, my name is Vivi and I will be presenting on lysergic acid diethylamide. So what is lysergic acid diethylamide? So it's also known as LSD for short. Other street names are acid, tab, blotter, battery acid, Lucy, trip. It's a hallucinogenic drug and part of the psychedelic branch of family of drugs. It's made from a substance found in ergot, which is fungus that infects rye. So it's a drug that causes hallucinations and it produces mild change in perception, mood, and thought. There's many users report seeing or hearing things that don't exist. It was actually discovered by Albert Hofmann in 1938, who was a Swiss chemist in Sandow's laboratories. He found out about the drug's psychoactive effects after he accidentally ingested a small amount in 1943. So, how to use LSD? So drops of LSD solution are blotted onto blotting paper or sugar cubes, and the drug will be released when someone ingests it. It's recommended to take to It is recommended to take 12 hours before going to bed because it will keep you awake. And most people just place the dose on the blotting paper under their tongue, and it'll dissolve. Within 30 to 60 minutes, the effects kick in. They're usually sold as small squares of paper with pictures on them known as tabs or blotters, and the street value can range anywhere from $2 to $50. The taste, there's a slightly bitter taste, but for the most part, there's really none, and there's no smell. Why do people use it? For recreational reasons, for spiritual and medical reasons. So recreational, such as music festivals, parties, at home, etc. Spiritual, most people report that it catalyzes intense spiritual experiences. Users feel like they come in contact with the greater spiritual or cosmic order, and it's an out-of-body experience for a lot of people. In terms of medical use, there's no approved use in medicine yet, but it could reduce alcohol consumption and alcoholism, and it has been studied in people with depression, anxiety, and drug dependence, and there have been positive preliminary results. There is LSD assisted therapy, and scientists do think it could be an aid to therapy for psychiatric diagnoses such as schizophrenia, autism, depression, but more research is needed. And LSD is not considered a physically addictive drug, but continued use will lead to tolerance, much like other drugs. Experience on LSD. So there's dilated pupils, increased blood pressure, body temperature, flushed skin, hallucinations, disorientation. Colors, sounds, and objects may seem vibrant or disturbing. Many people experience crossover senses, which is like smelling colors and hearing colors or seeing sound. Euphoria, giggly, being energized, excited, empathetic, happy, are other reported experiences on LSD. It amplifies the feelings you're already experiencing and it feeds off your imagination, so each experience is very, very unique and it differs from people to people. And it does increase interconnectivity in some brain networks. So the dangers of LSD. So the effects are very unpredictable. You could experience severe, terrifying thoughts, fear of losing control, fear of death, despair. You could have a bad trip. You could have a panic attack, and some people do experience flashbacks, which is a recurrence of the LSD trip even when they're not taking the drug. You can experience difficulty sleeping, like mentioned before, poor appetite, paranoia, tremors, sweating, etc. And the trip can last for hours, so it can be very intense. If you're in a bad mood, feeling worried or depressed, the LSD might make those feelings worse. So, of course, there's risk and consequences for everything. It could lead to schizophrenia or severe depression. It could be hard to control your feelings and actions while you're on the drug. You can overdose, and it disrupts serotonin, which affects how one feels pleasure, and it can cause rewiring of the brain circuit. Here's a small chart of how other drugs interact with other drugs. So if you look here, acid interacts well with magic shrooms, weed, Molly, but it doesn't interact very well with cocaine and poppers or Viagra. So it's something to think about. Okay. LSD is a powerful drug that can give someone temporary happiness, but it also poses a lot of risk because it's a very unpredictable drug. There should be more studies and research to confirm its long term effects and to confirm its positive results. And if people choose to do LSD, they should research and understand the risks and benefits before doing it. Thank you. And here are my references. Okay,